Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Ipob bans Nigerian hunger protest in Biafra land. Ipob bans Nigerian hunger protest in Biafra land. Following the unprecedented hardship in the contraption called Nigeria, with the global family land movement of the indigenous people of Biafra Ipob, ably led by the great leader Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, hereby cautioned the people of Biafra not to join any Nigerianists to protest against hunger in Nigeria in any Biafran territory. Any Nigerian agent who dares to organize any protest in Biafra land will regret it. The current hardship in Nigeria should be the concern of Nigerians, not Biafrans. Biafrans are no longer interested in the affairs of Nigeria. Biafrans were abused, intimidated, beaten, and killed and denied voting right during the election of this present government. Indeed, we were told to wait, that it is their turn to rule, not the turn of Indigbo. The aftermath of the fraudulent election was the demolition of Indigbo's property and investment in the west and northern part of the zoo called Nigeria. Has anyone or groups organized a protest against the demolition of Indigbo's properties in the west and north? Anyone who organized any protest against economic hardship in Biafra land will put Biafrans in danger. During the EndSARS protest, the Nigerian government and their agents like ex-River State Governor Nyesom Wike accused Indigbo of attempting to destroy Nigeria, with violence that ensued, making sure that his masters won't tag him an Igbo man. We do not want such profiling and targeting to repeat because of Indigbo's participation in any Nigerian mass protest. Biafrans should leave the current economic hardship in the contraption called Nigeria for Nigerians to deal with because this hardship is what God Almighty Chukwu Abiyama has in stock for Nigeria for the crimes they have committed against Biafrans between 1967 to 1970 and up to date. We understand that Biafrans are equally affected by the economic hardship arising from the reckless and lawless economic policies of Emilokon. But God Almighty, Chukwu Abiyama is still seeing Biafrans through. We are worried about the suffering of other tribes, but there is nothing we can do. The current situation is why Biafrans are fighting for freedom. Nevertheless, we must apply wisdom. Biafrans have gone far for Biafra restoration, independence, and it must materialize very soon. Biafrans have gone through the worst economic crisis and emerged victoriously during their planned war of annihilation against the Igbo race. During the genocidal war between 1967 and 1970, Nigerian soldiers went house to house to annihilate Biafrans. The government placed food and salt embargo on Biafrans. After the genocidal war, the Nigerian government placed further economic strangulation on Biafrans by giving us only £20 to start life over in their Nigeria. What a wicked policy. God Almighty Chukwu Abiyama is rewarding Nigeria and Nigerians who participated in the tribal war of annihilation against the people of God Almighty. We have had and continue to have our shared amount of economic hardship imposed on Igbo by Nigeria. By the grace of Eze Chukwulokike Abiyama, we shall also triumph over the current Emilokons imposed economic hardship. When eating in the same pot with an enemy, you must use a very long spoon. That long spoon is what Igbo requires at a time like this, and to focus on the ball because Igbo are hated in Nigeria. Anyone or group that wants to organize a protest for Nigerian hardship should kindly go to the northern or western Nigeria and stage such protest there. Our region is battling the state-sponsored insecurity, kidnappings, and killings by the Nigerian government agencies and agents, including Fulani terrorists. We have much in our hands to do. We will not allow anyone or any group to use the arrangement of protest to import more agents of destabilization into our territory. ESN is ready to take on the government agent who will want to organize hunger protest in Biafra land. Therefore, the Ipob intelligence unit must be on high alert to identify those planning to destabilize Biafra land with senseless Nigerian hunger protest. But Biafrans will come out of this one too unscathed. We will see how serious Nigerians are and how well they are handling the protest. Biafrans should call IPOB's inquiry lines if any person or group are found planning to stage a Nigerian hunger protest in our territory. If we catch anyone organizing hunger protest in Biafra land, they will have ESN operatives and IPOB volunteers to contend with, and the person will smell pepper. Biafrans should allow Nigerians to carry their cross because if we do, Chukwulokike Abiyama will be annoyed with us. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Okochukwu Kanu, prophetically told about these things that are happening today in Nigeria, and Biafrans should stay calm, resolute, and unbreakable because the situation will be over soon in our favor. Great Biafrans, our Chi is alive. Following the unprecedented hardship in the contraption called Nigeria, with the global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okochukwu Kanu, hereby cautioned the people of Biafra not to join any Nigerianist to protest